up in the middle when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, jump, jump in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. Cut for big yards on the right side. It's a 24-yard dash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On the move, headed right. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Right back to Allen. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tuli Tuipulotu in for the tackle. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd, less than a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
This is 3rd and inches. It's Allen again. ball goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning the game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Chased out to his right. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a first down. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's why you often see some nicks, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Sending a receiver left. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He lofts it deep left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, Herbert. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A give to Allen out of the shotgun.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. This is Allen on the give. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Allen trying this straight ahead. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He rolls to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pass play now. He's on the move. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Man in motion here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Maher connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Escapes the pocket. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And it'll be Giants football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. He'll try it left with Allen. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. On defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's a throw. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. He's got it deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers in need of some points before the break. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. He's loaded another one up. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert now. On the move, headed right. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Bobby Okereke.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the handoff, Allen. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. The Giants using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Allen on the catch. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here. This is Allen. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Yep, as expected. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Pulled in by Allen on the sideline. And he's down to the 8 before going out. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Maher connects there. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Allen. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Escapes out to the left.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to throw this one. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants push the lead to 20. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. From his own end zone, here we go. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. He's got room to roam here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Herbert on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Broke through the tackle, and he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now, Herbert. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers drop the lead back to 13. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. They haven't caught him yet. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Giants push the lead to 20. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Hits his running back. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's got Harris. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's Herbert once more. Caught near the pylon. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in, right? Higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after you already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a second one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position.
They'll throw on first. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. Finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Running is Allen. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Give him 5, but that brings up 4th down.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll run now with Allen. And he'll get them enough for a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Right back to Allen. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From midfield now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Throwing now, needing the first. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10, Herbert. He finds McConkey. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He beams one deep right side. Has it down close. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Here's a loft deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's Allen again.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. Great try at that first down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They run with Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown! The Giants go up by 12 in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Giants bump the lead up to 13 points. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Taken in by Harris. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And the defender comes away with it. And the Giants will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He lobs it deep middle. This is brought in at the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Simple dive up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Giants close to beginning the year 4-0. Now a give, it's Allen headed left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. They get 2 out of the run, but it's going to be 4th and 9. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Marr connects there. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
On the return, here comes Davis. Return's looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
So the Giants come away with the win. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.